9 o'clock, morning of March 6th, 2016. My third day, second morning of the trip. Had terrific winds almost all night. They calmed down about morning time. I had a little bit of trouble in my sleeping bag last night. My feet got cold. I just took my jacket and threw it over my sleeping bag down over my feet. Hope you can hear me over this boiling. Threw my jacket over the bottom end of my sleeping bag, and that solved that problem. Slept pretty good last night actually. I woke up a few times but not much, and was pretty comfortable. I'm kind of surprised I slept until 6:30, having gone to bed at, what was it, 8:30 last night. But anyway, unfortunately I missed the sunrise this morning. It was well underway by the time I got out of the tent. Had an urgent call of nature. One problem with this particular campsite is it's a long ways to the latrine, so I had to go all the way down there and back. Then I got my cameras ready and I went down to the beach, and by then the sunrise was pretty much over. There were still some dramatic clouds around, so I got some shots. Got some nice wave action shots and a little bit of video of that too, which I probably just showed you. And yeah, then I came back up to the campsite. It's actually quite warm already, as you can see. I don't have a hat on, no gloves, no outer shell, just my fleece shirt, my fleece jacket, and plenty warm. And I know it's supposed to get warmer today than it did yesterday, and yesterday it got warm enough that it melted off all the snow from on top of the point. It's all rocky now. All those ice formations along the side of the edge of the lake, they're all gone. You know, winter is gradually disappearing. Not to say it's not going to come back again once or twice before it's all over, but at least at the moment, you know, it's looking like spring is well on its way. Well, I see that it's boiling now. Having peaches and cream this morning, like I said I was going to do. That's not right. Haven't quite decided what I'm going to do today yet. I might go down, if it stays sunny like this, I might go down closer to the lighthouse, see what kind of shots I can get down there, especially if we get some nice blue sky behind the lighthouse. See what the wave action is doing down there, and yeah, let's see what I can find down there, or I might go out further up the shore, see what kind of photos I can get. Something like that. I'm not going to spend the day in camp like I did yesterday. Just so much of that I can take. It was nice yesterday. It was nice a rest day. But today's go out and do something. 12:30. It's 12:30. I intended to get away from camp a lot earlier than this, but I was charging up batteries and it took a long time for one of them to charge up. But I'm finally underway now. I had lunch, so I should be okay for a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to the car. I'm going to drive up to the office, get a bundle of firewood for tonight. Then I'm going to do a little bit of wandering around looking for photos, even though it's the worst time of the day for doing that. We do keep getting clouds move in, but unlike yesterday, they don't stick around. Well, they don't all stick around. It's not one big mass of clouds. You see my neighbors moved out over here. That side is now empty. Sure would be nice for all this, if all this snow and ice would disappear and they decide to open up this parking lot for tonight, or at least tomorrow morning, so I wouldn't have to walk so far with all my stuff tomorrow. This road is definitely drivable with care. Save a lot of distance. All this walking I've already done. Campsite is right over there. I can see the tent through the trees. I don't know if you can or not. And we still have about that far to go. Get to the parking lot. Get back to the car. I don't know if you can see the tent in there or not. It's there. It's if I zoomed in, I wouldn't be able to see whether I was zooming in on the right thing or not. So I still have quite a ways down this road to go to get to my car. I think I'm gonna bring my cooler. At least bring the cooler back to the car this evening. Probably the box as well after supper. Or after, maybe even after my campfire. Or just take the things out that I need for the campfire. That will save me a few trips in the morning. To be especially nice if it starts raining earlier than what they were saying before. Well, it's quite warm out here. It's not that it's a huge distance to this parking lot, but when you're carrying stuff, especially that box is heavy. And then you're making multiple trips to boot. After buying firewood, I headed for the shoreline closer to the lighthouse, looking for good vantage points for a few photos. I found a great place to practice wave shots and took some video as well. I waited around for golden hour before working my way back to camp as the sun set. Well, another one-match fire that you're just going to have to take my word for. Not sure how well I'm showing up on the video here. Of course, now my fire dies down a little bit. Anyway, after lunch, okay, you saw me making my way back to the car. Got to the car and found out I left my keys back at the camp here. So I guess when I exchanged my snow pants for my rain pants, I left my keys in my snow pants pocket. So I came trudging all the way back, and I'm all the way back out to the car. Went up, got firewood for tonight, and then I went and spent my afternoon on the rocks closer to the lighthouse. I got some photos and some videos of some wave action, which was kind of fun. And I stayed out there until sunset time, and I got some really nice shots of both wave and the lighthouse with the evening sun. reflecting off them. So I think I got some really nice pictures. There's going to be a lot that are very similar. Oh, I also got some video at the same time, so you probably have already seen that. Anyway, I came back right at dusk. Had my supper, which was chicken a la king tonight. Another 2-person packet, although I noticed on the packet it now says it's 3 servings. So anyway, choked that down, cleaned things up, took the cooler back to the car. Actually, I transferred a lot of stuff from the box to the cooler, and I think all that's left I should be able to fit into a pack tomorrow, so I may not have to take the box back to the car, which will be a good thing. Last check on the weather, it sounds like the rain may not hold off all that long in the morning after all, and may start out mixed with snow. So it's going to be lovely taking down camp in those kind of conditions, but been there, done that. I'm sure I'll do it again sometime. And I can just keep my fingers crossed that the rain holds off long enough to get my camp down. I decided in the morning I'm just going to have breakfast bars. I'm not going to do oatmeal in the morning. So some of what I packed away in the cooler was things that I would have had available for breakfast. Anyway, it's now 8:45. I actually had my supper, or I started fixing supper about 7 o'clock tonight, which is the time I went to bed that first night. And now it's 8:45. I got this raging fire going. I've got a whole bunch of wood to burn or leave for somebody else. Anyway, I'm just going to kick back, relax, and enjoy the fire for a while. As I sat at my campfire, I noticed a glow on the horizon. Aurora! Time for more photos. I think the last time I checked my watch it was 7:30, but I'm all packed up on my way back to the car with my first load, first of 2 loads. I've got my camera bag and a couple of hand items, my shovel and my blanket. Second load, I'll have my 2 packs, my green pack and my gray pack. I'll be double packing, which will be interesting on this ice. Not being able to see where my feet are going. Oh well. I got up I started getting up about 6:15 this morning. My preparations for leaving were interrupted by a glorious sunrise. So I went up on the hill behind my campsite and got a few shots. And even before I got out of my tent, I had already packed up a few things. I put my sleeping bag in its bag, rolled up my liner bag, my thermarest, packed away my clothes, stuff like that. So after I got those sunrise pictures, basically just had to get things out of the tent, get that taken down, get everything packed up. I only had the breakfast bars for breakfast, didn't do oatmeal. Half my cooking stuff is back at the car already anyway. In the cooler, my eating utensils, my bowls, for one thing. This trip back and forth to the car is getting more and more treacherous every time I do it. So all the ice, even out on the road where it looks like it's clear, that's all black ice out there. Try to stay to the soft snow at the side of the road, but there's getting to be less and less of that. Okay, stretch here isn't too bad. But we got a stretch of ice coming up here, as you can see. I sure wish they would keep this road clear. I don't know why they don't. It's not that far. Not much more to keep clear than what they already do. If they're going to have the campground open all year round, they ought to have it accessible all year round too. At least they have my ski poles. Anyway, I'm back at the car now, as you can see, as you can plainly see. Sometimes I have the gift for stating the obvious on these videos. As you can see, I'm back in the car. It took me about 2.5 trips to get everything out of here. I tried double packing, but my gray pack was just too high to be able to see over. So I tried hand carrying it, and of course that got old in a hurry. And especially when I was negotiating the ice. So I ended up basically leapfrogging the last 2 packs. I did double carry, hand carry 1 pack for short distances where it wasn't quite so treacherous. But anyway, I am done. I am ready to rock and roll here. I'm glad I did this trip. Everything held together. My knee is okay. I'm not feeling sick at all. So definitely kick-started getting in shape for the Boundary Waters or anything else I do this spring. I was going to try to go up the shore a little ways and or down the shore, maybe go to Gooseberry Falls or something like that. But I am beat. I'm definitely out of shape. This was enough work for me, and like I said, I'm glad I did it. I handled it okay, but I'm definitely at the edge. So yeah, I'm gonna have the last of my breakfast bars here, and then I'm gonna hit the road, Jack. And I forgot to check what time it was at the moment. Okay, it's 10 after 9. Clouds are just starting to roll in, but I think it's going to be a while before the rain hits. But yeah, it did what accurate weather said. It was sunny this morning. Got the nice sunrise, and now it's it's clouding up, maybe gonna rain. I think this is it for this trip. I don't think I'm gonna be doing any more filming. So thanks for watching, thanks for coming along, and hope to see you on trail sometime. Bye.